Burnaby Senior Council.
We'd first like to thank each and every one of you for coming out tonight. All of this could not have happened without all of your support.
We'd like to start off the night by thanking and acknowledging the co-Salish nations of the Musqueam, Tsleil-Waututh, and Squamish people on whose traditional and unceded territories we teach, learn, live, and perform.
Just some courtesy before we begin, we would appreciate it if you kept your feet off the seat at all times, as well as tuck your phones away, as recording and taking photos are not allowed out of your bank in the 1800s. We would also appreciate if you would remain in your seats for the entire production. However, there will be a 15-minute intermission between our first and second act.
Talking is prohibited during the show, however, we highly encourage laughter. And with that, we would like to present to you our final and closing night of the Groom Has Hope Feast.
Morning. Good morning.
Howdy, Babel.
Morning.
Morning, Babel. Howdy, Babel.
Good morning.
Morning, Babel.
Morning. Morning, Mabel. Good morning. Howdy, Mabel.
Morning, Babel. Howdy, Babel.
Good morning, Mrs. Cratchit.
Howdy, Mabel.
Morning, Sheriff. You off on your rounds?
Nah, I gotta head over to the livery stable. Seems as though Cyrus thinks the rats are eating too much of his grain. Wants me to arrest them.
Never a dull moment in Pineville.
Ain't that right, Mabel?
Sheriff.
Morning, Mabel.
Morning, Milton. What brings you to town?
I'm looking for a job.
A job?
Yeah, my daddy tells me I'm a good for nothing, and that no one in their right mind will give me a job. I told him I knows I could get a job, and I'd be a right good worker. He said that there's more of a chance that pigs will fly than I get me a job, and I'm here to prove him wrong. So, you think you'd give me a job, Mabel?
Me? Give you a job? Well, I don't. Milton, I just can't give you a job.
Why not?
Why not? Business at the store is real slow, and they're just in and out work to hire someone right now.
Well, you know anyone who might want to hire me?
Hire you? Well, why don't you try Cyrus down at the livery stable? I reckon he might need someone to keep out the rats.
I'll do that. Thanks, Mabel.
Anytime, Milton.
Thank you, Mabel.
Good day, Mrs. Cratchit.
Howdy, Mabel.
Morning, Harley. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a wife.
Oh, what? Harley, I'm sorry, but I don't sell any of those in the mercantile. Why looking for a wife?
Well, you see, ever since Mom and Pa died, I've been all alone out here on my farm. I thought I'd pick me up a wife here in town today.
But you can't just pick up a wife. You need to court her.
Court her?
Yes, you know, you need to meet someone and take her on Sunday rides. Maybe picnic on a sunny day. Take her to a hoedown, dance a little. Oh, I'm sorry, Harley. I don't know what came over me. Anyway, you need to get to know a lady before I ask her to be your wife.
Ain't got time for that.
But that's how things are. You need to sweep a lady off her feet.
Sweep her off her feet. I ain't even got a broom.
I can sell you a broom, Harley, but not a wife.
Ah, shucks. I was figuring on joining in on that wedding that's coming up.
There's a wedding coming up.
Yeah, heard about it just today. Well, I think I'll just keep looking. Thank you, Mabel.
There's gonna be a wedding. Oh, I do love weddings. Della!
Line 6, is there a fire somewhere?
No.
Somewhere around the bank?
No.
Did Mrs. Cratchit finally put her husband 6 feet under?
No, something better.
Something better?
Well, you understand it. Tell me quick.
Well, I heard it from a very reliable source who heard it from. I don't really know where they heard it.
Who
but
cares? Out with it.
There's gonna be a wedding.
A wedding? Oh, I do love a wedding.
We have got so much to do. Wow, we have to plan the decorations and the location. It has to be someplace romantic and beautiful. Maybe out at the Parker Place alongside the creek that cuts through their property. There's a nice grove of pine trees that would be just lovely. We can set the altar right next to the creek and set up tables in the shade. There's always a cool breeze in the grove, and it's a big enough space for our needs. But if the Parkers say no, We can have it just outside of town where the little bridge goes over the gully near the grove. It doesn't have the shade that the park place has, but it might be a fine place for a wedding. We can set the altar right at the end of the bridge, and family and friends can sit next to the grove. But then again, they don't mind traveling a ways. We can have it on the hilltop, about a mile or so out of town. You can see the whole tiny valley from up there. It would be a beautiful spot. Oh, maybe have an evening wedding so we can see the sunset with the couple sitting on the top of the hill with that view. It would be so romantic.
Beverly, Beth, Elson. I just heard some great news.
Did the stage opener shipment in place?
No, the mercantile still plumbed out. How about that, Mrs. Cratchit? Shoot, husband yet? You only wish. No, that ain't it.
Well, what is it?
Well, Melba heard from very loud source, heard from very loud source, heard
Who
from...
cares? That was that.
There's gonna be a wedding.
A wedding? That's just what this town needs. A wedding!
There's so much planning to do. We gotta pick just the right colors. I like pink and baby blue. Pink for the ladies, baby blue for the gentlemen. But I've seen other colors that go quite nice together. Purple and white, a great combination. We got a purple tablecloth for white bowls in each corner and a white runner. But of course we'll have a few white bowls and everything with a few white bowls to break up with the white. But then again, there's peach, which is a softness to it. Make a great color for a bowl. Now, what color goes with peach? Maybe light green, softness in the middle?
Caroline, have you heard the news?
No, don't tell me Milton shot himself in the foot again.
No, he didn't shoot himself in the foot again.
Did Mrs. Cratchit finally shoot her husband?
No, not yet.
Then, what is it that has you so fired up?
Well, Dylan heard it from Mabel, who heard it from very reliable source, who heard it from...
they forced their shoot someone.
There's gotta be a wedding!
A wedding? How wonderful!
We also want to do. We have
Wait,
to...
Beverly. Who's getting married?
I don't know.
Don't know.
I reckon you get that part of the story. Della! Who's getting married?
I don't rightly know. You didn't tell me who's getting married?
I don't know.
You don't know who's
getting married?
Getting married? That will be Albert.
Albert is getting married? That can't be.
Impossible.
Who's the rat man to marry Albert?
That will be Kayla May Blossom.
Kayla May?
Mabel, have you seen Mr. Todd?
No, not this morning. Check down in his office.
I'll do that. Thanks, Mabel.
Kayla made Blossom marrying Albert Webster? I'm shocked.
I'm shaking. I'm stunned.
I'm furious.
Furious?
Furious that we have to hear this from Milton. We have lost our touch, ladies. It is our job to get the information first and then spread it through town. We must be better informed.
I completely agree. We must start eavesdropping in more conversations.
And spying on others? And start reading other people's mail?
It's our duty.
Especially since we have the newspapers to keep us informed.
We're like the town criers.
Mrs. Hey, you should say to read mercantile, not to stand out in the middle of the street gossiping.
We're not gossiping, Mr. Webster.
I stand correct.
Mr. Webster, is it true you'll be getting married?
Word travels fast in the Pony Express in this town.
Then it's true?
Yes, this is true. I was thinking of having the wedding right here, in the middle of the street. You love the street from both sides.
Wait. You're thinking of having a wedding in the middle of the street. What, you think you own the whole town?
He does. Oh no, down Caroline.
Well, yeah, that may be so. But it doesn't make it right to block up the streets.
We'll just have to see about that. Mrs. Mayfield, the mercantile.
I'll get right back to work, Mr. Webster.
So, what brought you ladies into town this fine morning?
I was hurrying to the mercantile.
Well, don't let me keep you.
Mr. Webster.
If you excuse me.
Good day, Mr. Webster.
Good day, Mrs. Mayfield.
Mr. Webster,
Yes, what is it?
I've been looking for me a job. Mabel told me to check with Cyrus. Cyrus told me to check with Mr. Todd. And Mr. Todd told me to check with you. So, you think give me a job? Must have tickled your funny bone.
Go ask the sheriff. He was looking for a deputy. Perhaps he is full.
A deputy. I have to find me the sheriff.
Mr. Webster,
Yes? What is it, Mr. Buckley?
I was wondering if I could talk to you for a moment.
You are talking to me?
So I am.
Get on with Mr. Buckley. I don't have all day.
Yes, of course. As you know, my loan payment's coming up soon, and I was wondering if I could have a little more time to come up with the money.
Mr. Buckley, I am a businessman. I make loans to people, and they pay back with interest on a monthly basis. That's how it works.
Yes, I know, but
But a word that means accept. Yes. However, on the contrary, all meanings that tell me you can't do what you know you should. It is not my problem that you fell into hard times and your crops failed. It is not my problem at all. It is yours. And please, do not make your problems mine.
but I don't have the money.
Now you know it must be. Don't make your payments and the land is mine.
But you can't take my land.
I have a contract in my office that says otherwise, and you signed it.
Yes, I know, but
You must stop using that word, Mr. Buckley. You'll simply have to come up with the payments by the end of the month, or hand over your land to me.
I could pay you in chickens.
I don't need your chickens, Mr. Buckley.
What?
Not even plucked. I need cold, hard cash.
Surely we can come to some sort of agreement.
We have. You pay me on time, your land is mine.
But
However, being that this is a special occasion for me, I would be willing to forgo this month's payment in exchange for a small deed.
anything, Mr. Webster, anything.
I understand you were courting Kayla Maybloss.
Yes, I was corner, but she broke it off. After her pa died, things haven't been going so well for her and her mom.
Yes, a truly sad story.
I know she'll come back to me. She just needs some time. What does that do with my loan?
Oh, nothing, really. I don't know if you've heard, but I am getting married.
Married?
Yes, tomorrow, right here on Main Street. This came up rather suddenly, and I haven't had time to find a best man.
Best man?
Yes. How do I suppose you live as best man in lieu of this month's payment?
Me as your best man? But
You like that word, don't you, Mr. Buckley? A simple yes or no will do. Yes means you get to keep your land for at least another month. And no, he's gonna go home and start packing.
how about 2 months?
Do not start negotiating with Mr. Buckley. This is a take it or leave it deal.
I have no choice. I guess I'll have to take it then.
And then it's settled. Tomorrow, here and wear your finest suit.
Mr. Webster,
Yes?
who are you marrying?
Kayla May Blossom.
Kayla May! You can't marry my Kayla May!
She's not yours anymore, Mr. Buckley. And soon, she will be mine.
Why, I have the mind to take my life to you, Mr. Webster.
You might have the mind, but you do not have the guts. See you tomorrow, Mr. Buckley, and wear your finest suit.
We're from the same man, Pa.
Sure did. I wonder what's got him all upset.
Maybe he's mad because he lives in a boring town.
A boring town.
Yeah, Pa, we needed some action around here, like a bank robbery, or saloon brawl, or maybe even a killing.
Sarah, you bite your tongue. I work hard to keep this town law-abiding, and we do not need a bank robbery, saloon brawl, and definitely not a killing.
By then, we got to see a hanging before.
And you ain't gonna see one. At least I hope not. It's my job to keep the peace in this town, and I aim to do it.
I sure wish you weren't so good at your job, Pa. Can I help you when something does happen here in town?
I don't know, Sarah. Things can get a little dangerous.
Oh, please, Pa, please.
Sarah, violent killing just ain't the thing for a youngin'.
Ah, please, Pa! Please!
Sarah! Sarah, you know I hate seeing you cry! Sarah! Oh, all right!
I'll take that as it is. I'll keep my eye for any suspicious activity.
You do that.
No. You can't do this!
Of course I can. I own this place. Like I said, you're fired.
But you said you were gonna marry me!
I got a better offer.
Where am I supposed to go?
This is a saloon, not a homeless shelter. Why don't you go find those cowboys you're always hanging on?
You pay me to hang on them!
Not anymore, sweet pea.
You're lucky I can't get my hands around your neck after I was squeezing until your head popped off!
Goodbye, Darlene.
Is everything okay, Darlene?
No! That no-count Albert is gonna find himself dead someday, and I hope that I'm the one to do it. Dad, we're being crime, Pa?
Yeah, but Darlene's just a little upset right now. She ain't gonna be harming Albert.
Don't see why not. Albert's a bad man.
That's Mr. Webster to you.
Then Mr. Webster's a bad man.
You see, many people would agree with you on that. But being a bad man ain't against any law.
Howdy, Sheriff.
Howdy, Harley. I don't think I've ever seen you in town early in the morning.
Yeah, I set off real early so I can find me a wife.
A wife?
Yeah, getting kind of lonely out there on my farm, you know?
You see, Harley, a wife isn't just something you can pick up at the mercantile like a sack of potatoes.
That's what Mabel tells me. Say, Sheriff, you know anyone who might be, like, interested in a man?
Sorry, Harley. I don't know anybody who's looking to be a wife. At least not that fast. Most women like a formal court period before they even think about marriage.
In your case, a year or two.
Sarah, be nice.
Ain't got time for that. I need to slop the hogs later today.
Smells like you've been late with those hogs.
No, Harley. You might have a fine chance to find yourself a wife if you take a bath first.
Heck, my bath is until next month.
I think you missed this one's that day.
Well, I'll just keep looking.
You do that. Bye, Harley.
Bye, Sheriff.
I don't think Harley had turned on his brain in years.
Yeah, sure seems like his light went out. Anyway, I gotta make my rounds.
Coming you probably never knows when the crime might happen.
Do not get underfoot.
Me, underfoot where you won't even know I'm here, probably as quiet as a mouse.
That would be a day.
Do you think Bobby might pop on his Western there?
Un pocanino, calma. Precisa ser filho.
I have been your best friend since you were little, Caleb, and I think you owe me the courtesy to tell me what's bothering you.
Gladys, I don't think you're gonna laugh what I have to say.
I don't have to like it, I just need to hear it.
I fixed it so Mama can keep her land.
Oh, well, that's wonderful, magnificent, glorious, great,
Gladys.
wonderful.
Gladys.
Oh, ever since your father, you and your mom have been trying to keep your farm. I can't believe that no good Mr. Webster was trying to take your land right from underneath you. Someday that man's gonna cross someone who put him 6 feet under.
Morning, Kayla May. Gladys, have you seen the sheriff?
No?
And while I'm looking for him,
Have you looked in the livery stable?
yep,
Mr. Todd's office?
yep.
Have you looked in the sheriff's office?
Now why did I think of looking for him in the sheriff's office?
Check there.
I'll do that. Thanks, Kayla May. Gladys,
Bye, Milton.
So, if you got your land back, why are you so upset?
It's what I have to do to get our land back.
And what is that?
I have to marry Albert Webster. I knows you think I'm crazy, but I'm doing it for my mama.
You gonna marry Albert Webster?
I have to, Gladys. I have no choice.
Well, you're ruining your entire life by marrying that man, Caleb May.
But at least my mom will get the land that her and Paul worked so hard for.
But Mr. Webster is the meanest,
Gladys.
cruelest,
Gladys.
ugliest, Gladys.
I get your point, Gladys, but my mind is made up. Sometimes a woman has to do what's best for her family, and that's me marrying Albert.
But what about you?
I'll be fine. It won't be so bad.
Bad. It'll be the worst,
Gladys.
unhealthy,
Gladys.
ungodly,
Gladys.
really
Oh my God! I should have never gotten you that dictionary for your birthday. Please, will you support me as a friend?
What I should do is poison Mr. Webster. Ain't nobody would give it a second thought if he came up there.
You knows you can't do that.
I know. What your mom have to say about all this?
Oh, she's hopping mad. She tried to talk me out of it all night. But I gotta do this.
I can tell that your mind is made up.
have you seen the sheriff yet?
No?
Why, his pump fell off the earth.
Why are you looking for the sheriff?
So I can see pigs fly.
Did he just
Hey,
say,
Milton. Don't try to understand him.
Gladys, will you be a maid of honor?
Me? Well, of course I won't catch me. We're best friends.
Thanks, Gladys. I gotta get me a wedding dress.
Maybe it should be black.
Gladys.
Sorry.
I have a white dress. You can add some lace to and make a nice wedding dress.
The mercantile's all out of lace, but I made some at home. We go check.
Okay. Now that we're done with rounds, what's next?
Well, we just hang around, make sure everything stays peaceful.
Sheriff, there you are. I've been looking all over for you.
And why might you been looking for me?
So I could find you. Why else would I be looking for you?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. What can I do for you, Milton?
Here's you, need a deputy.
I do. You know anybody who might be interested?
I do. Me.
You. You know anybody else who might be interested?
Nope.
be a demanding job for a sheriff deputy, you know? So, you have to be strong. Fair. And intelligent.
I can count all the way to 10.
Ah, that's real nice. I don't know, Milton. I don't think this is the right kind of job for you.
Please, Sheriff, give me a chance. I'll show you I can do it.
Well,
You ain't really thinking of Highway. Why, he's as dumb as a puss that fell in the wind.
well, nobody else wants the job.
What about me?
Milton, you've got the job.
I'm done. I'm a deputy now. Do I get a badge?
I suppose so. There's one on my desk.
My daddy says pigs will fly before I ever get me a job. I've never seen pigs fly before. I can't wait to tell him. I'm gonna get me that badge.
You do that.
Pa, how could you have Milton as a deputy?
Well, everybody deserves a chance.
Yeah, but Milton? Mr. Webster! Mr. Webster,
Whatever
you
you
come
want.
out here right this minute!
Mrs. Blossom, what a pleasant surprise. And what can I do for you?
I would like to talk with you.
Very well. What was it for me?
I will not. I'm a lady, and a lady does not enter the saloon. I insist you come here.
Very well. Now, what can I do for you?
I want you to call off the wedding with my daughter, Kayla May.
And why would I do that?
Because it's the decent thing to do. I know why Kayla May has agreed to marry you, and I won't stand for it.
Kayla made a decision on her own. She's a big girl.
But your price is too high to pay. I demand that you call and enter this wedding right now.
I would think you'd be happy to have your lad back.
Not if my daughter has to marry an evil man.
Come, Mrs. Blossom. You can't believe all the things they say about me. I'm not as bad as they say.
You weren't so nice when you came to my home last week and told me to pay up or get off my land.
Business, Mrs. Blossom. It was merely business.
And bribing my daughter to marry you, was that just business?
Let's just say that Kayla May and I came to an agreement. I can assure you there was no bribe.
I don't believe you, Mr. Webster.
And I don't really care if you believe me or not. I will be marrying your daughter tomorrow right here in front of the saloon, with or without your blessing.
You're an evil man, Mr. Webster. If you ever come close to my land again, I'm gonna pitchfork through your heart.
Well then, I'll make sure that my wife, Kayla May, and I never come for a visit. Good day, Mrs. Blossom.
I'm telling you, I heard it myself. Right over there, Mrs. Wilson said she was gonna run a pitchfork through Mr. Webster's heart. Something about bribing Kayla May.
From that very spot, I heard Virgil's boss is going to take his neck to Mr. Webster. Mr. Webster has so many enemies in here in town. Sooner or later, anyone will do away with them. Might as well be Virgil.
He's gonna have to be thoroughly into it. She said that someday Albert would find herself dead. She'd be the one to do it by strangling him. He stormed off down the street, probably going to get some gloves. Do you think we should tell the sheriff?
Why, he can't do anything.
Not until Mr. Webster finds himself dead.
Then it'll be too late for him. He'll have cold feet.
No, I just think we should keep our eyes and ears open.
Sheriff, I've been studying these here wanted posters, and I think we got some criminals here in town.
Milton.
Look, this drawing looks just like Mrs. Crosby.
Mrs. Crosby. Milton, Mrs. Crosby does not have a mustache and a beard.
But if you imagine the beard and mustache gone, it looks just like her.
Milton, it is not Mrs. Crosby.
I don't know, Pa. Mrs. Crosby could use a shave.
What about this one? Hold it out and squint. It looks just like.
Milton, leave the wanted posters alone.
But Sheriff,
Leave the wanted posters alone. We do not have any ruffians here in our town. Now go back and do your job.
oh, all right, Sheriff.
Should have made me deputy, Pa. I always do as you say.
gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? I would like to inform you that I am getting married to Kayla May Lawson. The wedding will be tomorrow morning, right here on Main Street in front of the saloon. I would like to invite everyone to this special event. I will also be having a drawing for prizes for those who attend. So be sure to attend and you may win a prize. This will truly be a special day for not only me, my beautiful bride, Kayla May, but also for someone, you. I will see you all tomorrow morning.
Great. Just great. This is just what this town needs. A wedding. This will bring all the routines into our town. Nothing good is gonna come from this.
Maybe now we get some action around here.
I just don't think it's proper to entice people to come to a wedding by offering a prize.
I completely agree.
It just ain't right. You mean you ain't gonna come to the wedding?
Of course I am.
Me too.
I might win me a prize.
Grove?
I think he's asking if this is Pine Grove.
Oh, yes, this is Pine Grove.
Albert Webster.
You'll find Mr. Webster over there at the saloon.
You coming for the wedding?
No, just Mr. Webster.
Sure seems as though a lot of people are looking for Mr. Webster.
Daddy does.
Come on, everybody. I'll finish up your orders.
How did you find me? I guess that doesn't matter.
Where's my money?
Your money? Oh, it's safe.
Where?
Well, when I say safe, it doesn't mean I have it.
What?
I invested it.
I want my money now!
I don't have your money right now. It's all tied up in loans.
Now!
All right, I'll get it. I could cancel my wedding and foreclose on the Boston's farm. Would that be enough?
More.
More? Oh, fine. Fine. I will foreclose on Virgil Buckley's place too. That'll be more than enough, wouldn't you say?
Fine.
After this, we're done. I don't want you hanging around me anymore.
All I want is my money.
It will take me a few days to get things arranged.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Okay, tomorrow. Listen, you can't hang around town. I don't want the sheriff to get suspicious. He might start asking questions. Just camp north of town for the night, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Don't run out on me.
Don't worry, I won't.
Where'd that shot come from? It came from the saloon. Okay. Everybody, stay where you are. Deputy Milton, do not let anybody leave.
Milton?
Virgil?
Oh, my lord. This is just terrible. Did y'all think that lady go through here? She's wearing a wedding dress. As you know, she's getting married today. Well, I guess she ain't gonna be getting married after all, on account of the groom that Mr. Webster. Well, of course you want to know that, well, he kind of has cold feet. Well, I mean, that's a little too nice, he said. I mean, he said that he's been killed dead, which does have a tendency to give one cold feet. Frankly, I'm a bit glad on account of Mr. Webster and I didn't get along. I think Kayla May would have been better off marrying that Bixie boy just up the road. He ain't rich like Mr. Webster. Webster, but he became a nicer, kinder, enjoyable.
Ladies, go on.
Oh, sorry. Anyways, that Dixie boy is nicer than Mr. Webster ever was. I guess it means I ain't gonna be the maid of honor anymore on account of Kelly's Groom has been murdered. My gosh, I already said that. Now, why'd I come out here? Oh yeah, did y'all see Kelly come through here?
She went running that way, Gladys, but the sheriff said everyone has to stay here.
Oh, I do hope Killer May's okay.
Everybody stay put.
Yes, Sheriff.
What about Virgil? He got up and walked right out of town.
Did you let Virgil leave?
Was he not supposed to?
What part of don't let anybody leave do you not understand?
The Virgil part.
Well, you go on finding him and bring him back here.
Yes, Sheriff.
Well, what happened, Sheriff? Mr. Webster get himself shot?
Well, Mr. Webster is dead, all right.
Who killed him?
That's what I aim to find out. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna have to ask you fine people to stay where you are until we find this matter of murder resolved.
Just how long you reckon we have to stay here?
I don't rightly know. Oh, since some of y'all don't know me, my name is Sheriff Tim.
Are you just gonna get it?
And sakes, we're trapped faster than a cockroach when light comes on.
So is it true, Pa? Has someone been gunned down, stuffed down, put on ice?
Now, Sarah, I'm on official business and I do not need a youngins underfoot.
But you promised me I get to help you solve the next time and only the bad guy.
Sarah, a violent killing is not the thing for a youngin. So now go home to your mama. Sarah, you know I hate to see you cry. All right.
Thanks, Pa. Want me to frisk them?
No,
You want me to round up a posse?
no.
You want me to shut up?
Yeah, that'll be right now. Now, I was just introducing myself.
Well, Pa, there sure is a mess of people who came in for the wedding.
They didn't just come for the wedding. They came for the prizes that Albert's gonna give out. Seems like they're out of luck now.
Pa, where's your badge? You can't be a sheriff without a badge.
Shucks! I forgot to put it on this morning.
You better go get it. These people want a sheriff who's properly dressed.
Folks, I will be right back!
I'll keep an eye on things while you're gone. My pa is a really good sheriff, but sometimes he needs a little help. Maybe you can help. Anyone see any suspicious activity this morning? Raise your hand, guys. I'm gonna force you guys again. You?
That one guy held the knife to Mr. Webster.
Oh.
The guy that left.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll keep note of that. Thank you. Anyone else? You?
That man right there in the red and black checks.
Yeah,
It's a suspicious shady character.
Oh, my gee. Thank you for that. I'll keep note of that too. Anyone else? Sorry. You?
I have a feeling with that one.
It's the old woman? Oh, I'll take note of that too. Thank you so much. You?
Are you guys Polish?
Me? I didn't know how to answer that. How about you?
That maid of honor, I think she was too happy that he's dead.
Oh my God.
There, Sarah. There. Thank you, folks. That was very helpful. But now, I'm properly dressed.
You look good, huh?
Thank you, Sarah. Now, as I was saying, my name is Sheriff Tickle. Why is it you always have to laugh when we say our name?
I can't help it, Pa. Tickle's a funny name today.
Just hush up and let me do my job.
All right, Pa.
Anyway, as I was saying, we cannot leave until we find this killer and put him behind bars.
Once we find a killer, then we get to stab him, right, Pa?
That's up to the judge.
The judge is a pansy. Maybe we can hang him before the judge gets here.
Sarah!
Oh, all right.
Sheriff? I know exactly who killed Mr. Webster.
Really?
Who? Sheriff, I know exactly who killed Miss Webster. Really? Who? Virgil. I heard him say yesterday, and I quote, "Why? I have the mind to take my knife to Miss Webster, right here in the middle of the street in front of everyone." Here's that figure all went down. Mr. Webster was in his room, sitting there, mind his own business, when Virgil snuck up the stairs. No one even noticed him since it was so early in the morning. He quietly knocked on the door. Knock, knock, knock. Mr. Webster, unaware was waiting for him on the other side of the door, opened it. Virgil entered the room and pleaded with Mr. Webster not to make Killer May, on account of he wanted to make Killer May. But Mr. Webster slapped in his face. Virgil then got on his knees, begging for Mr. Webster to reconsider. But Mr. laughed again, a big bell laugh aside. Virgil, now unable to control his anger, pulled out his knife and stabbed Mr. Webster.
Just hang on there, Mrs. Tisdale. I don't remember Virgil stabbing Mr. Webster.
Let me finish my story. Like I said, Virgil, unable to control his anger, tried to stab Mr. Webster. But Mr. Webster was able to quickly slip out of Virgil's way, so he missed by hair. Virgil then took a gun from Mr. Webster's desk and shot Mr. Webster dead. Bang! Then Virgil ran out.
Want me to round up Virgil?
Hang on there, Sarah. Did you see Virgil enter Mr. Webster's room?
No, not exactly.
Did you see Virgil knife or gun down Mr. Webster?
Well, not exactly.
Then what exactly did you see to know how it went down?
I don't have to say it to know, Sheriff. It says it knows in my face. Virgil sliced up Mr. Webster.
Do not say that too loud. You just might end up losing your nose. Virgil was just letting off some steam yesterday. I need some proof before I go accusing a man of murder.
Well, here comes the murderer. Just ask him.
I'm telling you, I didn't do anything.
The sheriff said for me to haul you in, and that's what I'm doing.
Virgil, nice of you to rejoin us. Now, I need you to stay here until I question you. Is that clear?
Why would you want to question me?
Just do as I ask, Virgil.
All right, Sheriff.
Now, Deputy Miller, can you make sure everybody stays here?
Why, of course, Sheriff. You don't have to tell me twice.
I have already told you twice. Now, I think we need to go and check in Mr. Webster's room. I think there's some facts we missed.
Want me to get my horse whip?
That would not be necessary, sir.
Well, if you didn't do it, Darlene, then who did?
I don't know, Virgil.
I was in the saloon this morning, Darlene. I saw you go up to Mr. Webster's room. When the sheriff finds out that you were the last one to see him alive and that you were his girlfriend before he decided to go and marry Kayla May, the sheriff's gonna be hauling you off to jail for sure.
I only went to go see Albert this morning and try to buy some sense into him. He could never be happy with that country girl. He needs a real woman like me.
What did he say when you saw him?
He refused to come to the door. I never saw him.
Where were you when the shot was heard?
That is none of your business.
The sheriff will want to know.
He wouldn't even know to ask. Unless you would.
Why not? After all, I'm the best man.
Don't give me that. You know Albert only asked you to be his best man because you were seeing Kayla May before he swept her away from you. It was his way of rubbing your nose in it. I heard you were pretty upset.
I was, but not enough to kill him.
Just why would you be his best man after what happened?
I owed him some money. He said he'd forgive this month's payment if I was his best man. He's going to take away my land if I didn't. I had to agree.
Sounds like you had just as much reason to put up Albert as anyone. Sure, I've been behind bars when he hears that.
He might just have you behind bars before me.
I'm not gonna sit around here and have him made a murder on me. I'm getting out of here.
But Deputy Milton will let anyone leave.
We'll see about that. Hi, Deputy Milton. Nice day.
Yes, nice day, except for Mr. Webster.
Yeah, what a dreadful thing to happen on his wedding day. My Milton, you sure do have big muscles. Muscles? Yeah. I can see why the sheriff chose you to be his deputy. So big and strong. Say, you don't mind if I go powder my nose now for a minute, do you?
But the sheriff keep everyone here.
But surely you don't think he meant little on me. I won't be gone long.
You come right back?
Of course, I want to be as near to you as I can be.
I reckon they'll be okay if you come right back.
Faster than you can locust.
Can we leave now, Sheriff?
Not until I identify the killer.
But I have work to do. You hard of hearing? The sheriff for you to stay, so you will stay. You want me to put her in jail to keep her mouth from running off?
That would not be necessary, Sarah.
Sheriff, I just want you to know that Darlene left.
Milton!
Yes, Sheriff.
Did you let Darlene leave?
She said she had powdered her nose.
So?
But she blew in my ear.
How about I shoot your ear off? Go get Darlene back here.
Yes, Sheriff.
Now, Sarah, with the windows locked from the inside, the killer had to leave without making any noise.
Yeah, pretty hard to do with that door. You hear him every minute? Squeaks like has been oiled in the month of Sundays.
It did make a racket.
Maybe the shooter left the room another way.
Another way?
You know that everyone says a secret passageway out of Mr. Webster's room.
It's just rumors. You see any other way out of the room?
Wouldn't be a secret if you could see it.
That is true.
Sheriff, there's something I feel I have to tell you.
Can I wait till we clear up the shooting?
It's just that, Sheriff. I know who's done it.
And who might that be?
Darlene. A lady killed Mr. Webster.
Darlene is no lady. She's a saloon girl. I heard her threaten Mr. Webster after he threw her out.
Are you talking about Darlene's words with Mr. Webster yesterday?
Yes, you heard it too. Darlene said, and I quote, "It's a good thing we got my hand around your neck hour, right? Squeeze until your head popped off."
Want me to round up? Want me to help them drag her in?
Just hang on there, Sarah. Did you see Darlene enter Mr. Webster's room?
No, she's usually in the saloon, and I'm a lady. I would never go in there.
Did you see Darlene even enter the saloon?
No, but I know she done it. The same as I know the rooster's gonna crow in the morning. Here's what I reckon she done. Mr. Webster's probably just sitting in his office, probably counting all his money, which most likely was difficult since he had so much, but since he's using it, he managed. Then, Darlene tiptoed up the stairs and rapped on the door. Rap, rap, rap. Mr. Webster was gonna hid all his money, not wanting anyone to see how much he had. Then, he opened the door to find Darlene. At first, Darlene was overly nice to Mr. Webster, if you know what I mean. She ran her fingers through his hair and got him real close. Then she wore a tractor by Mr. Webster's throat and squeezed her. She was squeezing lemons to make lemonade until Mr. Webster went limp.
But Mr. Webster wasn't strangled, Mrs. Hall.
Wait, but there's more. As I said, Darlene put a tiger from Mr. Webster's throat and squeezed her to squeeze the lemons to make lemonade. But Mr. Webster managed to break free at the last minute and catch his breath. Then Darlene had no choice but to shoot him dead. Bang! Then she escaped down the stairs. She came to the wedding today to throw off any suspicions towards her. She's a cold one, she is.
I think Mr. Webster's the cool one now.
Miss Hall, I'm gonna need some proof. More than what you reckon she's done.
You don't have to feel the way to know it's praying! Your head probably number a bunch of years up!
That would be better than having them shot off. I brought Darlene back, Sheriff.
Fine. Now, Darlene, I need you to sit down. I need to talk to you later.
Why? I didn't do anything.
Just get over there. Now, Deputy Milton, can you please make sure everybody stays here?
I will do my best.
Your best has not been very good. No, Sarah, I think we need to check on Mr. Webster's room for any secret passageway.
Want me to get my magnified glass and help us find it?
That is not necessary, Sarah.
Killing! Killing! Is the wedding over? Where were you? Oh, my poor Killing! I wasn't gonna come to the wedding, but then I thought, this is my Killing, my only daughter. Her and I haven't had it easy since her pa died. Mr. Webster threatened to take our land away, so Kayla May agreed to marry him. I told Kayla May not to marry him, to make it somehow that we didn't need his money, but my little girl was thinking of her mama. She thought that marrying Mr. Webster would solve all of our problems. farm back.
Hazel! Mr. Webster's got cold feet.
Cold feet? You mean he's called off the wedding?
Well,
That's just fine with me. To me, this was not a wedding anyway, so it was more like a funeral. Frankly, I'm glad Mr. Webster got cold feet. That's why so much fun stuff.
Hazel, what we meant to say is Mr. Webster's been killed.
Killed? Oh well, serves him right. He was I guess he came appropriately dressed after all. Oh, my poor kid May. She spent the night in town. Where is she?
We don't know. She ran off that way.
I have to find my Kayla May. Kayla May.
Sorry, Hazel. You have to stay here until the sheriff lets everyone go.
Milton, I have to find my Kayla May. Now get out of my way.
Sorry, Hazel.
Milton, you ever seen a mama grizzly protecting her cub?
Why, yes, I have, Hazel. Mama grizzlies are the fiercest creatures I've ever seen. Why, one chased me up a tree and kept me there for a whole day. I had to eat pine cones for breakfast. What's that got to do with everything?
I'm a mama grizzly gonna protect my cub. I have to find my Kayla May. Now get out of my way.
Sheriff's gonna fire me for sure.
Well, Sarah, looks like there ain't no secret cash away. But that does mean that the killer had to leave without using that noisy door.
Or maybe no one was in the room and he was killed.
How could that be? Are you saying Albert killed himself?
No, because the gun was all the way on his dick.
Sheriff, I wasn't going to say anything since, I don't like to put my nose in other folks' business.
Really?
But I know who sent Mr. Webster on to the next life.
And I'm sure you're gonna tell me.
It's my civic duty, Sheriff, to help you solve this dreadful crime.
And who am I to send Mr. Webster onward?
I hate to say this, being a lady and all.
And all.
Hazel.
Hazel, Kayla May's mama.
I heard her say, not that I see shopping, though. I'm not that kind of person.
Of course not.
But I heard her say, and I quote, "You are an evil man, Mr. Webster. If you ever come on my land again, I'll run a pitchfork through your heart."
Now, Miss Piggy.
Here's how she carried it out. Early this morning, after Hazel finished milking the cows, feeding the chickens, sucking the hogs, chores on a farm are endless, She had the pitchfork in hand and remembered what she said just yesterday. She had to do it. So early this morning, before people walked the streets, she slipped into town and stood quietly as about She ascended to Mr. Webster's room and tapped lightly on the door. Tap, tap, tap. Mr. Webster, just getting in from a restful sleep, opened the door. Hazel entered with the pitchfork in hand and asked Mr. Webster to cancel the wedding. But Mr. Webster just chuckled and asked Hazel to leave. But Hazel, being like a mama bear protecting her cub, lunged.
But Mrs. Pickens, Mr. Webster was not killed with a pitchfork.
Of course not. As I was saying, Hazel lunged at Mr. Webster with the pitchfork, but Mr. Webster took a slip at the time, which made the rage of a mama bear come out of Hazel even more. She grabbed the gun off his desk and shot Mr. Webster, bang, giving him cold feet. She then descended down the stairs and finished feeding the livestock. But no one could really blame her for doing that.
Otra vez,
Thank you, Miss Pickens. For that inside.
Hazel even wore
Nós
black.
vamos outras
She was
vezes.
going to a funeral.
I'll keep that in mind when I question the wedding party.
Sheriff told us to bring you back.
But I have to find my Kayla May. You want me to show you my mama bear anger?
Your mama bear anger doesn't scare me as much as the sheriff's anger. Now, you stay with the group, Hazel. I brought Hazel back.
Good. But now I think I'll leave Sarah here just to make sure nobody leaves.
Pa, I don't want to have to babysit Milton.
Please, Sheriff, give me one more chance. I know I can do it good now.
Okay, one more chance, that's it.
Thanks, Sheriff. Won't disappoint you.
Too late for that, Milton.
Pa, did you see the bullet hole to the door to Mr. Webster's room?
Sarah, this is a saloon. There are more bullet holes here than there are fleas on your dog.
Someone could have shot him through the door.
Maybe somebody fancy shooting a man who was straight across the room, through a door. But maybe we should check out your theory. Take a closer look at that bullet hole.
Gladys?
Hi, Harley. I'm just worried about Kayla May. I have never been so worried, anxious, disturbed.
Gladys!
Sorry. I left Kayla May in the room down the hall just before shooting, and I haven't seen her since. She was acting mighty nervous, and so would I if I had to marry Mr. Webster. These 5 people said that she ran down the street, but he never came back. I'm kind of terrified, worried, disturbed, restless.
Gladys! I'm worried too.
I'll have to go and try and find her.
But what about Milton?
I'll take care of Milton. I'll have to find Kayla May and make sure she's all right.
Sorry, Gladys. You need to stay here.
I have to find Kayla May.
You heard the sheriff. Everyone has to stay here.
Milton, you get out of my way, or with just one kick your roost today will be over.
Well, it was a good theory, Sarah. But it seems that the bullet hole in the door was not the one that killed Miss Webster.
Went right through the door and into Mr. Webster's bedpost. Didn't happen too long ago from the looks of it, though.
Yeah, might be good to keep in mind when we crush the rest of the wedding party.
You don't believe Miss Della's, Miss Caroline's, and Miss Beverly's stories, do you, Pa?
Of course not. There's no proof.
So, who do you think is guilty? I want to see a hanging.
We can't be hanging people just because we think they're guilty.
I don't see why not.
Because this is a law-abiding town.
Then I would have to live in the wrong place.
Sheriff, I think I need to tell you about some suspicious activity.
Suspicious activity.
She came out of the saloon just after the shot. She looked very suspicious, and she might have even done it.
And who might you be talking about?
Gladys.
Gladys? You think Gladys killed Albert?
Yes. Why else would Gladys hightail it out of here now?
She left.
Faster than a fox after reading the chicken house.
Well, don't you worry. Take a seat and we'll get on finding her. Milton!
Yes, Sheriff?
Did you let Gladys leave?
Gladys?
Yes, Gladys.
Well, she threatened me.
Threatened you?
Yeah. She threatened to kick the rooster out of me.
To be strong, Deputy Miller.
Well, that ain't so easy, Sheriff. I've been threatened to be kicked, torn apart, and have someone blow in my ear. It's kind of tough.
When this is all over, you and I are going to have a long talk. Now go get Gladys back here.
Oh, all right, Sheriff. But I just hope I can crawl in the morning.
You know, Sarah.
Want me to get my dog to help Milton track Gladys down?
I don't think that'd be necessary, Sarah. You know, the only thing that dog can track down is a food dish. But I think we should check on Miss Webster's body again.
What are you thinking, Pa?
I'm not sure, but I have a hunch Mr. Webster still has something to tell us.
A dead man is gonna talk.
Well, not exactly. But he can definitely show us something.
I hope you ladies don't mind, but I need to give some advice.
Advice? Well, me and my friends are always ready to help our fellow townsmen. We even know to give good advice occasionally.
Well, you see, I've been looking for a wife, and now that Mr. Webster, well, has cold feet, I'm hoping Kayla May will see fit to marry me.
Kayla May? Marry you?
I knows I don't have all the money that Mr. Webster had, but he didn't love her like I would. How can I get a fine lady like Kayla May to notice it like a plain guy like me? How can you get like a fine lady to notice me?
How about flowers?
You really think flowers would work?
Fine ladies always like flowers. I do.
I saw some daisies just outside of town. I'll go pick them and give them to Kayla May. Maybe there'll be a wedding after all.
Milton, you don't plan to have any children, do you?
Sheriff wants you here, so you have to stay here.
Gladys, what happened? Did you find Kayla May?
No, and Milton here won't let me go looking for her.
If you have a problem with that, you put it up with the sheriff.
I'll just do that.
Excuse me, Milton. I have to find me some flowers for Kayla May.
Can't let you go either, Harley. Sheriff's orders.
But Milton, I have to find me some flowers so that Kayla May will marry me.
I thought she was marrying Mr. Webster.
Now, how can she do that? Mr. Webster got cold feet.
I guess that's so.
Is that Sheriff?
Rats! Sheriff's gonna have my hide.
So what did the body tell you, Pa?
A lot. Sarah,
Like, what?
well, that body is as cold as frosty morning.
Yeah, so what does that mean?
You'll see. Who left this time?
Oh, Sheriff, how'd you know that Harley left?
Harley left.
It wasn't my fault. He tricked me.
The real trick is getting you to do your job. Now, what am I gonna do with you?
Sheriff, I know how hard this job is gonna be.
You know, when this is all over, you should get to find yourself a different job. Now, go on and find Harley.
All right, Sheriff. I feel like a yo-yo. Found him.
Harley, do you mind if we talk to you?
Of course, Sheriff.
What are the flowers for?
For Kayla May. I've been looking for a while, and I figured Kayla May is just the one.
But she was gonna marry someone else.
Not anymore. Mr. Webster's got cold feet.
You want a wife bad enough to kill a groom?
Yeah, I reckon so.
I'll get the hay rope.
Just because Mr. Webster's dead doesn't mean I did. I came to ask if we could make it a joint ceremony, figuring I could find me a wife that morning since I took me a bath the night before. I never thought about giving Mr. Webster cold feet so I could marry his bride. That just wouldn't be right. But now that someone has gone and done that anyway, I figured Kelly May's in need of a groom, so here I am.
Honest fellow.
Sure seems that way. Say, Harley, did you hear the door to Mr. Webster's room after the shot?
The door?
Yeah, squeaks loud enough to wake the dead. Well, maybe not that loud because Mr. Webster's still dead.
Nope, I didn't hear no door open.
Were you in the saloon early this morning?
Yeah,
Did you see anyone?
Virgil, he was coming down the hall from Mr. Webster's office.
I wonder what he was doing in Mr. Webster's office.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to find my Kayla May.
Just hang on there, Harley. I'm gonna ask this guy here.
But Sheriff, I have to find my Kayla May before someone asks for her hand.
No, I don't think that'll happen right soon. Now, go on and take a seat.
Okay, Sheriff.
We gonna question Virgil?
Yep. That's just what we're gonna do next.
I'll go get him for you.
I could have shouted, Sarah.
That's all you got me for.
Yeah?
Virgil, Harley tells us he saw you come down from the hall in Mr. Webster's office just after the shot.
That's right. After all, I was the best man. I was waiting for Mr. Webster to come down.
In his office?
I wasn't in his office.
Then where were you when the shot was heard?
Where was I when the shot was heard?
Seems to be an echo in here, Pa.
I was checking on the wedding cake in the room next to Mr. Webster's office.
Checking on the wedding cake.
That's right, checking on the cake.
Were you in the saloon early this morning?
Yep.
Did you see Mr. Webster?
Nope.
Did you see anybody go up to Mr. Webster's room?
Go up to Mr. Webster's room.
There's that echo again, Pa.
Now, Virgil, you better be telling me the truth.
Darlene. I saw Darlene go up to Mr. Webster's room.
Looks like we're gonna have an eggie at last.
Just hang on there, Sarah. I think we need to talk with Darlene first.
So I guess I'll go over there again for you.
That'd be right now.
Sheriff, Darlene's a little mad at me right now, so don't go believing everything she tells you about me.
And why might she be mad at you?
She might tell you that Mr. Webster and I didn't get along, but we were friends, good friends. Also, she was invited to the wedding.
You and Mr. Webster, friends.
That's right. That's why I made me his best man.
Didn't seem that way yesterday. You had some words to say to him out here in the street.
Oh, that was nothing.
Of course not. Go on and take a seat.
You want to see me, Sheriff?
Darlene, I just want to know why you attend the wedding of a man who dropped you.
Like a hot potato?
Sarah,
Oh, what Pa he did?
I don't think I like what you're implying here, Sheriff.
I'm not implying anything. I simply want to know why you didn't attend your ex-boyfriend's wedding when you weren't invited.
I'm sure the lack of invitation was just an oversight.
Now, Darlene, answer my question. Why were you going to attend the wedding of a man who you said, and I quote, "You're lucky I don't get my hands around your neck, Albert. I'll squeeze until your head popped off."
I never said that.
I heard it myself. I can tell you were pretty upset when Mr. Webster dropped you.
Like a hot potato!
Sarah, hush up and let me do my job.
I was upset at Albert,
I'll get the hand, Rob.
but I didn't kill him. I'm sure he would have come to his senses and married me rather than that country bumpkin. I told him he was in earshot when he did.
Speaking of earshot, where were you when the shot was heard?
Sarah, I will do the questioning. I was getting there. Where were you when the shots heard?
Where was I when the shot was heard?
You heard my Pa.
I was checking on the wedding cake.
Checking on the wedding cake.
Yeah, the wedding cake.
Did anybody see you?
No.
Now, were you a saloon early this morning?
No.
Did you see Mr. Webster?
No.
Well, I understand that you went up to Mr. Webster's room just after the shot.
Who told you that?
Makes no matter who, did you?
Yeah.
Now, what'd you say to Mr. Webster when you saw him?
He refused to come to the door. I never saw him.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. Maybe better ask Virgil about how he owed Albert money and how Albert stole KMA from him.
Is that so?
That is so.
Thank you, darling. Join the others.
Seems funny that you didn't see Virgil checking on the cake, too.
Yeah, seems that somebody is lying.
They'll tell the truth if I get a hot branding iron pop.
That's not necessary, Sarah. You know, I think we do need to check on this wedding cake, though. Seems mighty important to too many people here.
That's a fine idea, but I am a little hungry.
We ain't go eat it, Sarah.
Why not? There ain't gonna be a wedding anyway.
Because it's evidence. And you know, we should also check in Mr. Webster's office and see if there's any clues there as well.
What for?
Simply trying to get all the facts to solve the murder, Sarah.
What you up, Virgil?
Land's sakes, Gladys, it's not nice to sneak up on a guy like that.
I wasn't sneaking. And just what are you hiding?
I had nothing, Gladys. Just mind your own business.
Well, you don't have to be so rude. Why, did you tell the sheriff I went up to Albert's room this morning?
I did not.
Yes, you did. He told me so. So I told him that you owed Albert money and that Albert stole KMA from you.
You did not.
I did too.
Why, you backbiting rattlesnake?
You legally weasel. I'll never fix you again.
That's just fine
Oh,
with me.
fine by me.
Fine.
Fine. I'm not waiting around any longer. I have to find my KMA.
Sorry, Hazel, but you heard the sheriff. You have to stay here.
Luke, I have to find my KMA. Now get out of my way.
Can't do that or the sheriff will skin me alive.
Hazel, just what in tarnation do you think you're doing to Milk? You wouldn't let me go looking for KMA.
Sheriff, you need to arrest Hazel for assaulting a law officer.
Arrest me?
Well, she wasn't gonna hurt you. Now, why don't you calm down and we will find KMA as soon as we can.
She gave me a pain in the neck.
You're a pain in the neck. Now, did you see all the ruffling near Mr. Webster's desk?
Yeah, it left quite a mess.
Yeah. And did you also see the wrapping paper next to all the wedding gifts?
Well, Pa, you notice everything.
Gotta have a sharp eye to be a law officer.
Sheriff, I have to find my KMA.
Well, don't you worry, we'll get to find her. Give me 2 seconds. Milton!
Yes, Sheriff.
I need you to find KMA. Seems like you're better at finding people than keeping them in one place.
That's because I have a nose like a bloodhound.
Smells like one, too.
Now, Hazel, you weren't exactly keen on the idea of KMA marrying Mr. Webster, were you?
Ain't no secret, I hate that idea.
I'll get the hang rope.
But I wanted what KMA wanted, and she wanted to marry Mr. Webster. She wanted to get the farm back for her mama. I told her the farm wasn't worth marrying that man. Nothing worth marrying that man, but I did what I had to do.
Are you sure you don't want me to get the hang rope?
Hang on. Now, Hazel, what did you do?
I let KMA have her way.
Are you sure you didn't stop in a town and stop the wedding by giving the groom cold feet?
Of course not, Sheriff. I was planning on waiting until after they got married to give him cold feet. That way, KMA would get all of his money.
That's a fine idea, Pa.
It is. Now, Hazel, where were you when the shot was heard?
I wasn't in town to hear the shot. I arrived late.
You arrived late to your own daughter's wedding?
Well, I was gonna come at first, but then I thought I couldn't do that to my KMA, so I rushed over here and arrived after Mr. Webster was found dead.
Are you sure you didn't stop in and give Mr. Webster a visit?
Heck no, when I gotta milk the cows, feed the chickens, and slop the hogs.
Okay then, Hazel. You can join in the others.
You best hurry, Sheriff.
You knows it done it yet, Pa?
Not exactly.
Sheriff, you have got to let Hazel or I go look for Kayla May. She may need us.
Milton's out looking for her. But I need to talk to you first.
Why do you need to talk to me?
Just trying to get all the facts.
You don't think I did it, did you?
I didn't say that. But I just want to know where you were when the shot was heard.
I'm not sure I want to answer that question, Sheriff.
Want me to twist her arm?
That would not be necessary.
If you must know, I was checking on the wedding cake.
Did you see
She wasn't there.
Helen May wasn't in her room?
No.
Where'd she go?
I reckon she was upset to have Mr. Webster turn up dinner one day and ran out.
Interesting.
What's interesting?
Thank you. You can join the others.
I found Kayla May, Sheriff.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, there, Kaylee. Everything's gonna be okay.
Well, what am I gonna do? I won't be able to get the farm back for you. Mr. Webster told me he would give me back the farm if I married him. Do you think I can marry a dead man and still get his money? I don't think you can do that, Kayla May. Once you're dead, it's kind of hard to say I do. Yeah, I reckon so.
I don't care about the farm, sweetheart, just about you.
Helen May, I'm sorry about your wedding.
Thanks, Sheriff. It's been a hard day. Seeing my fiance dead, having my dream of getting back to the farm fade away, it's been hard.
This is a difficult case, Pa. How are you gonna find out who the killer is?
There just are some stories that don't add up.
Seems there's a lot of fibbing going on.
Yeah, seems that everybody has something to hide. But only one of them had their finger in the cake, though. The rest are lying. I wonder who else has been telling tales.
Yeah, we should line up the suspects and let the wedding guests help us question them. They gave you some real good observations while you were sprucing up. Maybe they could help again.
That's a good idea, Sarah.
I'll line up the suspects. Virgil, Darlene, Harley, Gladys, and Hazel, line up. I just know what to do, Pa. I got this.
Okay, you got it, Sarah.
All right, folks, this is your chance to help us catch killer and see us a hanging. Do you guys have any questions for these suspects? Questions? I'm gonna pick one. Really? 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 Oh, what flavor was the cake?
Wedding cake. What? Yeah, wedding cake!
An interesting flavor.
How big was the cake?
Wedding cake sized.
Yeah. Is there anyone else?
Excuse me?
What white stuff?
Oh, she got powder. It's the 1800s baby. That's what we used to do.
Girl gotta blend that in.
Oh! Yeah? Wait, again?
What was on the cake?
What was on the cake?
Wedding cake stuff.
Yeah, big stuff. Do you agree with that?
100%. I think I saw like people on it and frosting or something. I don't know.
Oh,
I
who
was
else
there.
has questions?
Virgil, what was that paper in your pocket from earlier?
What paper? I don't remember anything.
I'm sure you should check your breast pocket.
What breast pocket? I really should go see a doctor. I think I'm
Okay. I've heard enough. We have one more question?
We have one more?
Yeah, let me hear this one this time. Go ahead.
Back out with it.
Was the wedding cake Polish?
Excuse me?
Was it Polish?
Polish.
You answer that question, Paul.
Polish. I don't think I've heard of a Polish wedding cake.
Is that a type of vegetable?
Of course you know it being on a farm. So, is there a vegetable called a Polish wedding cake?
Well, you know, I don't really got a dictionary like
Virgil,
Gladys does.
I think you really need to get checked out.
Probably
You know what?
so, probably.
I have heard enough. I would like to thank all the wedding guests. Y'all had some good questions and some interesting answers.
Hey, Sheriff, you know who done it?
I think I do. But before we start, there seems to be a lot of people who say they were checking on the wedding cake. If that is so, Darlene and Virgil, if you two say you were checking on the wedding cake, why didn't you see each other?
Virgil, I was checking on the wedding cake. He wasn't there. He's lying.
I knew it was Virgil.
I'm not lying. I was checking on the wedding cake.
If you were checking on the wedding cake, then why did you not see Gladys?
Gladys, she's lying. I was checking on the wedding cake.
I knew it was Gladys all this time.
I was checking on the wedding cake, and I didn't see you, Virgil.
Now. Someone is lying.
I think I have the answer, Pa. Yep, it's Frosty. She had her finger in the cake.
I do love cake.
You're a regular Sherlock Holmes, Sarah.
Now, that means Gladys is telling the truth. Darlene and Virgil, you two still have something to hide. Darlene, do you mind if I check your bag? I do mind.
Here, Pa.
Thank you, Sarah. Just what are these?
Y'all don't bring salt and pepper shakers to a wedding?
Who brings salt and pepper shakers to a wedding?
Why, those look just like the salt and pepper shakers I gave as a wedding gift.
That's why there was wrapping paper all over the floor where the gifts were. Looks like Darlene has been helping herself to some of the wedding gifts.
That's not true. Well, it'd be easy enough to check. Milk, can you go check over by the wedding gifts to see if Gladys's gift is over there?
Yes, sure.
Okay. I took the shakers. That's where I was when I heard the shot. You know, I'm just a lady after all, and that was like the third time Albert even kicked me out, you know, this week. I figured that I deserved something so Albert wasn't going to marry me.
Well, Milk, keep an eye on her, and do not let her leave, and I mean it this time. Now, Virgil, how about you? You see, y'all, we were checking in Mr. Webster's desk, and we saw that somebody was going through it. But I wonder what that somebody was looking for. Virgil, what is that in your pocket?
These ain't nothing.
Are you sure?
Pretty tough.
Here, Sheriff.
Thank you, Milton. Just what I thought. These seem to be loan papers. It seemed that you owed Mr. Webster a tidy sum of money.
Looks like we're gonna have 2 hangings.
Just hang on, Sarah. This does not mean that Virgil killed Miss Webster.
I didn't kill him?
And where were you when the shot was heard?
Alright, Sheriff. I was looking for those papers. I knew Mr. Webster kept them in his downstairs office, but why would I kill him? Once I had the papers, I planned to destroy them, and they couldn't prove I owed him any money. I had no reason to kill Mr. Webster.
That's true. Say, I think I actually know who killed Mr. Webster. Ladies and gentlemen, your killer. Kayla May Blossom!
Me, but why would I kill my soon-to-be husband?
Well, it's no secret that you, married Mr. Webster for a certain reason.
Yeah, but I volunteered to marry him to save our farm, so why would I kill him?
Explain that, little Pa.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, one thing we overlooked is that the groom has cold feet. That means that the body had to be killed over 12 hours ago. So, I imagine that last night when the saloon was loud, somebody killed Mr. Webster and nobody heard the shot or the door to his room. Say, Kayla May said that her dreams faded when she saw her fiancé dead. But we all know that nobody left the room after this morning's shot. So I think that Kayla May killed her husband, fiancé, last night, and then fired a shot earlier this morning just to drag us to the body. And that's why nobody heard the door this morning, because it was never open at all.
He said he changed his mind, that he wasn't going to marry me, that he was going to take the farm from Mama and me after all. His gun was on his desk, only grabbed it to scare him, to make him change his mind. But then he tried to grab it from me, and he went off. I didn't mean to kill him. Oh, I'm sorry. Sheriff, I'm turning myself in.
What? Don't you want to get a hang rope now?
No. After all, it was an accident. We'll let the judge decide.
Sheriff!
Hi, Milton. What's got you all riled up?
Sheriff, it's him!
Him who?
Him on one poster, I'll show you.
Webster.
He's unavailable.
He's got cold feet.
So, what can I do for you?
Never mind.
Sheriff, look, it's him on the wanted poster.
My deputy Milne. Mighty fine work. I think you just caught yourself a bank robber.
It's all in the day's work, Sheriff.
Well, don't you want to round him up?
It'll be my pleasure. On your feet, Mr. Bank Robber.
Now, hang on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have to keep you for a few more seconds. You see, Darlene and Virgil, you two both admitted to stealing from Mr. Webster, and we just cannot let that go.
You want me to hold me, Pop?
Go right ahead, Sarah.
You beat up Fraser. What? No,
This
I'm
is
not
my-
going to
this is
jail.
my- I'm gonna stab you with my knife. You're gonna stab back there. I can guarantee you, you are gonna die.
That is my little girl.
It's a shame there ain't going to be a wedding.
Yeah, it's a real shame to let a good wedding cake go to waste. You know, I've been looking for a while. You think that maybe you can have?
I do.
I do too.